rants that just come out randomly. Like in the car, you start ranting off about one thing or something about podcasting. Like you go, for example, like those guys that will approach you and things like that want to talk and everything, but then you go off in a tangent, So, why do you keep all that? Like,
because
they seem like they're grudges in a way. Like,
yeah, they're bad experiences.
But why don't you let it go?
Because they hurt.
But I mean, even though they hurt and it passed already, why still hold on to it?
Because it still happens to this day.
To you?
Yes.
I mean, then how are you going to solve it to make it a better experience?
I solve it by talking about it, bringing attention to it, instead of pushing it under the rug like I normally would.
Mm-hmm.
Like I normally would, right?
But why do you bring it during the wrong time, though?
Why is it the wrong time?
Because, you're trying to have fun, right? But then you don't want to be, like, ranting in a conversation to the point that, it's...
But we were in a private space when I was ranting.
Yeah, I know. But then, like everyone was still on the way to invent, right? So I'm trying to get where you're coming from.
No, we were on the way back.
No, we're on the way there.
I was ranting about that one dude who came talking to me. And it's an old...
This is before. You're talking about podcasting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're doing a comparison with the podcast to the wedding world.
No, because she had the same experience.
Yeah,
and we didn't like it, so I could gel with her on that. So we were talking from experience.
But I mean, why bring it up though? Like it.
A woman's perspective in that situation is going to be really different than what you experience as a man. There's a lot of stories I did not tell you.
Yeah.
I did not tell you about a lot of these Me Too stories that a lot of people put in social. Yeah. Well, so I mean, that's our defense.
I know, but why bring it up and bring the conversation into play?
Well, we must protect.
Yeah.
We, as women who are like, I would say we're attractive. Okay. So when we go into a situation like that, there's been many times where people come step to us, weird men come step to us and try to, like, it feels weird.
Yeah.
And as a woman, like, we're on guard. Because there's just been too many freaking times that we've had people do something inappropriate to us. That's why we're on guard.
Then why attract them?
We're not attract. We're just being us. All right.
Yeah.
So this is the thing that men were like, well, don't dress like that. No. It's the man on the other side who cannot control whatever the fuck he's thinking about, and he thinks that he can come and touch you. Or talk to you a certain way. No. So as women, we check in with each other. That's our language. We must protect. We have to be careful. We have to talk about it.
I see. Then why don't say that?
Because we already unsaid. Unsaid, we know.
But
we're women, we know.
That doesn't understand.
Well, I didn't know you had a problem with it. This is.
Well, I just felt like I was driving, right? This is from my perspective.
Yeah.
It was a lot of rant. So I was like, man, this is like not, it's throwing the mood off a little bit.
Throwing your mood off?
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Be prepared because it happens. Because we must do that.
Yeah.
That's the world that we've been trained to live in. Mm-hmm. Because we've got that type of behavior. And we're like, if that's the behavior that's out there and it happens so much. And for men, it's like, oh, I'm just playing. I'm just flirting.
Yeah.
No. Right? So I think more and more women are getting more able, and I need your support as my husband.
Yeah,
I need your support.
I can't support you if you don't say anything.
That's what are you talking about? That's why I talk about it.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're saying support, I didn't know what the hell you're coming from in the car,
Now you know.
Yeah, now you know, but I didn't know.
Yeah.
So
I mean, like, we ran into that a lot.
Yeah.
A lot, I'll tell you. And even before then, just being a woman and I'm small in stature, like, I ran into that a lot. I feel like I got, it was easy for people to see a way to take advantage. Plus, I was super, super passive before, not as outspoken as I am today. Mm-hmm. So it was a lot easier for men to do that. And I found myself in that situation because I did not speak up, because I did not have, the confidence that I have today.
Yeah.
But it took me 30 years? Jesus. So that's where I'm coming from. And I need your support as my husband to be like, to keep an eye, to watch out for me too. Like, not to watch out for me, but to know, like, I need to know you have my back.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm a little bit like, I'm going to be on guard.
Yeah.
Because it happened to me, just like your mom, or just like something happened to you. You're like, how you think of negative things right away?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this photo booth prop is made out of metal. The first thing you said is not that is nice. People have said, oh, somebody's going to take this. So the first thing that you often think about is the negativity because you've been burnt before. Mm-hmm. Somebody took something from yours from the photo booth, right? So it's the same mentality. It's happened a lot to me before. So that's why I'm on guard. And it's just me to be responsible and protect myself.
Yeah.
And my sister, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because she's naive. She's never been to one of these things. So I want to let her know. Yeah. Like, hey, you find yourself in this situation, do not feel that you need to stay. I told her that. And that's for her own protection.
Yeah.
Right.
I see.
Not a rant. You say it's a rant, but now you understand where I come from.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was just a tone, like, came out of nowhere. Like,
because I'm serious. Yeah. I'm serious.
Yeah, well, it just kind of flipped in a way. It went from a good conversation to a serious conversation.
We will not be naive.
Yeah.
I got the biggest mistake of my life for being naive. Mm-hmm. Right? So I always learn. I try to learn from my mistake and then protect my sister, of course, and make sure we don't make those dumb mistakes.
Yeah.
I want to make sure, and she's in a relationship. I want to make sure she protects herself. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't matter. Like, I always thought that I could trust that person who screwed me over.
Yeah.
I had so much trust and, support, I felt such a way about him and what happened, right? So you just have to be responsible. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I don't hold a grudge, really. I just hey, pay attention. That happened to you. Like, you pay attention, don't let it happen to you. It's just being smart, I think,
Mm-hmm.